Before we end off here, there's a couple of other quick things to mention. One of them is that there's also a new feedback system coming. The way that information has previously been given back is that you could get, if you failed an exam, you would get either a couple of different breakdowns of a 3, a 2, or a 1, and the 1 would have been passing. So this line in the middle is the sort of passing zone. And the trouble they realized that they were having with that, because you'd get that broken down by these different sections, is that you might get, say, 2 or 3 1s, and then maybe 1 2 or a couple of 2s or something, and you think, well, how come I didn't pass? I mean, overall, that averages to closer to a 1 than to a 2. But if the 1s were for the small sections and the 2 or the 3 was for one of the big sections, the 2 or 3, the failing one, takes over the numerical count. And so they felt like they were not giving people enough information to really understand what was going on, because people were confused a lot. So the new version is going to be 4 designations. So instead of having just 1 on the passing, we now have 2 on the passing. So you start to realize that if I have a lot of 2s and a couple 3s, well, it could go either way. Either I'm going to be on the fail side or I'm going to be on the pass side. But if I have a 1 somewhere and then a bunch of 3s, that means there's something I'm doing right, but I really need to focus on these other things that aren't going well. They're not going to bother really giving you any information if you pass everything, because why bother? You've passed, that's all that matters. Be on the lookout for this. They'll start having a bunch of information about it soon. I think it's a very good thing. People have always been confused by this. Even with that, it's still pretty light in terms of how much information they're going to give you. Don't expect a lot.